Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polygon Matic. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. And if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now jumping into the daily chart for Polygon Matic, and we have a Fibonacci retracement set up on the chart. So let me just highlight the points of contact. So the swing high here is December 2021, and the swing low is in June of 2022. So we've done quite well for ourselves with Polygon Matic. Lots of partnerships incoming. Very bullish project, expected to make to get to $10, to be honest with you, at least next bull market. So this is going to be a great investment, even buying in right now. But to be honest with you, I'm not buying in right now because some other projects are still like down here compared to their June low, and Polygon Matic has gone up 3x. So I just want to buy into projects that are more cheap than Polygon Matic. And that's why I do have a stack. I swing traded I had a very nice trade here where I sold at $1.29 basically and bought back in at $1.04 or something off of the 20 EMA. So this was a very, very good opportunity for you to make a 20% swing trade. That's exactly what I did, and I shared that with everyone on my Patreon. Link is going to be in the description. And for now, on the Fibonacci retracement and based off of the support levels that I have, you can see that 74 to 75 cents is a major support level that we're going to need to hold if we want to continue with this bullish uptrend. Because if we start losing this, then we're kind of breaking the structure, because as you can see, you have a low, you print your high, this is your high, you print a low, you print a high, or a higher high, I should say. And right now you're printing a higher low, but if you continue down and you start losing this low, you're breaking the uptrend, and potentially from there you're going to see a move all the way down to 53 cents, and at that point I would probably be buying back into Polygon Matic. My average buy-in price right now is at 44 cents, believe it or not. I think 45 cents, so let's say 45. So right now, at the current price, I'm up 110%, and I'm simply staking. I'm not taking profits at these levels because I don't want to sell and just watch the bull market start in spite of me just because I sold. And that's exactly what's going to happen if I sell, guys. So I'm not going to be selling. Don't even ask me to do that for the bull market to start. But jokes aside, Polygon Matic is very cheap to buy if you haven't bought in right now, or if you haven't bought in June, right? But since I have a stack of coins, then I don't have that urge to buy. I don't need to buy it. But if you haven't invested in it, well, I would say wait until 70 to 75 cents. That's where you can dollar cost average in. If it drops lower, great, you can buy more. If it doesn't, well, at least you bought in here, right? And you can dollar cost average from there at higher levels. But yeah, that's what I would do. And moving from this to more long-term targets based on the Fibonacci retracement. So moving up, you can see we have our golden ratio at $1.25, and that's technically what rejected us here on this Fibonacci retracement. So having said that, we are actually printing a dead cat bounce, which means you print a high, you retrace down, you print your low, you start retracing to the upside, and you run into the golden ratio, you get rejected from that, and that typically means you're on your way all the way back down to your low, to 31.5 cents. So hopefully that does not happen for Polygon Matic, because obviously we all want to see our projects appreciate in price. But if that were to happen, and we have a setup for that to happen, because we're getting rejected from a major resistance level, or the most important resistance level, I should say, which is the 0.618 on the fib. And we're seeing a move all the way back down. We're closing our candles potentially below the 20 EMA for now, which is the yellow moving average here, as you can see. So if we start closing candles below the 55 and we start getting a bearish cross on the daily, and we start closing candles below this support block here, things could start getting negative. But let's see what happens. I feel like there's going to be some sort of a relief rally here in November, because we're very oversold on Bitcoin and most altcoins. So I do think there is going to be a little relief rally to get those bulls opening up a bunch of longs, and then they're just going to liquidate them as always by dumping the markets in December or January. So hopefully you're not using leverage, because I'm never using leverage. I don't want to waste my money on that. I simply want to buy in, stake, and just make money long term with stable profits from staking. And I don't want to risk my assets, my money with a 10x leverage trade, right? Because I'm not a degen. Obviously, there are people who know how to do that, and I could probably do that with leverage, but I just don't want to get involved with it. That's all. So the technical target here is at 1.618 on the fib, which is at $11.50. So from where we are right now, that is a 1,125% move. So I think Polygon Matic can do way better than that, to be honest with you. So let's target the second fib level here, and that would put us at 2,700, right? So that looks a bit more realistic, I want to say. But you have to consider the fact that Polygon Matic is already a top 10 coin, believe it or not. I went to CoinMarketCap the other day and I looked at the top 10 and was like, what? Polygon Matic is already up there? So it's crazy. Polygon Matic may be in the top 5 come the next bull market. So let's see how bullish things can get for this coin, especially with all the partnerships with Meta and oh god, I can't remember all the partnerships right now with Disney. So yeah, things are looking very good for Polygon Matic. Jumping into the daily RSI, so our yellow support trend line once again, you could say this held, right? Because you have the trend line coming off of 2 lows here in May and June. You had a little fake out below in September, same thing here in November, and you're already up in profit. So this was a good buying opportunity. Potentially what could happen as well if we see another capitulation is that we come back down to retest the pink trend line. So that's going to be a very good entry point for anyone looking to enter at cheaper prices, perhaps, because we did have this high in July of 2022. Then we had this high in September of 2022. Then obviously we had all this move to the upside. We broke out and we haven't retested it as support yet. So that is potentially on its way if we see another move to the downside. But like I said, I'm never expecting a coin to go down if it's already overbought, or I should say if it's already oversold, then I'm just gonna buy it because I don't want to risk it. Like, even if it drops down 5 to 10% afterwards, that's not a lot, and I'm not gonna lose money on that because I'm not gonna sell at a loss. So I'm just gonna dollar cost average even more if it drops. So I'm just not taking those chances. So let's actually switch over to the Binance website as well. Taking a look at the weekly for Polygon Matic, very bullish here. We're breaking out of this falling wedge right now, and potentially we're coming back down for support off of the previous resistance of the falling wedge, as you can see. And you're moving back down on your way to that level, and that could be a nice 70 cents retest. So that's what I'm talking about. If we get that, perfect. But for now, you can see that the 20 EMA on the weekly is sort of curling up, and if we get the bullish cross on the weekly chart, that is a very major bullish signal for Polygon Matic, because Bitcoin's EMAs are still not that close on the weekly chart. So if Polygon Matic starts its bull market way before Bitcoin, that could mean we could see very, very big very expensive prices for Polygon Matic in a year or two. Maybe we'd get to $30, $40. Who knows how overextended we can get. Maybe Polygon Matic is going to be the new Chainlink of this bear market, because last bear market Chainlink was pumping like crazy, and maybe they've just switched roles and this time it's going to be Polygon Matic. But you also have this nice yellow support trend line at 74 cents. We did retest that in September. We had a nice bounce from there and a move to the upside. Potentially we're coming back down for a nice double bottom pattern. Now, if that double bottom pattern plays out and we hold this level, we're going to have a nice target to the upside after we break this high. And above us, I want you to keep in mind the yellow resistance trend line as well, which was our support for a long time, but we lost that in April. We haven't retested that as resistance. So with a potential relief rally or a potential bullish move for Polygon Matic, this could be something that we're looking at. Also, I want to bring out the Elliott wave structure here. So let's say this is our wave 1, wave 2. We're going to have a nice wave 3 towards that $2.45 range. We potentially could retest this area here, so this support trend line at $1.40, $1.30, and from there we see our wave 5 potentially taking us to $3, $4, let's say, and that could be sometime in 2023, let's say August June 2023, right? Because I'm expecting a fake out in during the summer of 2023. Because usually, as you can see, we do have moves to the upside in August, just like we did here, just like we did here. So with this move, I'm expecting in August, we could see a nice move to the upside, a break to the downside from there, and that's where we actually start building to the bull market. But at that point, the break to the downside from August 2023 could be down to $30,000-$40,000 because we don't know how high we're going to get in August of 2023. But that's just a theory. That's just what I'm working on right now. And yeah, Polygon Matic looking very bullish. If we adhere to this Elliott wave theory, that's going to be great. Hopefully, we don't go any lower than the wave 2 here, because if that happens, then you're pretty much invalidating it. So hopefully we don't lose the 74 cents support here. And let's also switch over to the weekly RSI. So things are looking very bullish here for the weekly Polygon. 64 on the RSI is your resistance for now. So with any strong relief rally, this could be an area for you to take some profits and potentially buy back in once you start retracing down. But if you find yourself all the way up here in a couple of months for Polygon Matic, look at this scenario, compare it to this, and you know what to do. That would be a great area to take some profits. Just saying. So keep that in mind. And what else? We have this stochastic on the weekly moving up. So if we see a similar scenario here like we did in December of 2021, which it looks like Polygon is on its way to do that, this could be another indicator to take a look at and see, well, maybe it's probably a good time to maybe sell if I'm, looking to take some profits. I want to make some money. That's a very good sign. And the MACD is very bullish right now. The histogram is bullish. This is a lagging indicator, obviously, but taking a look what happened during the during last summer, we didn't have a similar situation here. We actually had a move all the way into May of 2021, and from there we pulled back down to October, and from there we had the move to the upside from October. So this is where we got the bullish cross in November 2021 all the way up to December. So potentially this bullish cross here in July could take us all the way up to a move in November, and from November we could see a move to the downside. Another potential theory there, but yeah, let's see what happens. You have your support levels, you have a couple of resistance levels to keep an eye on, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.